Hi, and welcome to Ramble On, episode 49, my ladies, with me, Sheriff Aaron Hughes, and the Deputy Absolute Jews.
I thought it was going to be a lady.
My lady.
My lady.
Absolute Jews. Adam Garstein.
I run the brothel in the town.
Running.
I am the pimp, or the madame.
The Madame. Yeah.
Madame Jew.
Oh,
You shall refer to me as for the rest of the episode.
I'm going to be Swear Engine.
Swear Rage Engine.
Swear Rage Engine.
Mountain.
Yeah. World Star Hip Hop. Y'all can find anything wretched on there. Hip hop's for queers. Right, so what we.
I like hip hop.
Jokes. I love it.
But I'm also a madame.
Yeah, so.
So we're going to play this. We're going to abuse the news, and we're going to chat shit as usual. Do a little bit again that tune, and then do some voice on the peoples.
Voice of the community people. Junior. Quick question. Are you called Junior Camper on Facebook?
Junior.
No questions. So a little bit of information about this game. It's fucking great.
It was great, don't it? You put it back on. Like, wow.
I mean, this must be...
It's next gen.
How old is this game now? I'm falling. Let's have a look, see.
Through. It's an 18.
2010, 6-year-old this game. And it still looks fucking sweet. So, there we go. I hope the next Rockstar game isn't GTA 6. I hope it is a follow-up with his son. Not to spoil the game. But it wasn't a spoiler unless you knew. Well, he has a son in the game anyway. That's no secret.
Yeah, there's no spoilers here.
No spoilers here.
Yeah.
Everyone, yeah.
If they haven't played it by now, they're not going to play it, are they? I don't reckon.
Not particularly, no. But this game's fucking amazing. I nearly 100%ed this game, because after you finish it, you can go through all the hunting missions and collecting missions. I spent a full 7 hours gaming on a Saturday picking flowers in this game.
I start with that intention and then I get bored.
Well, I just enjoyed the environment that much, and the travelling via horse and just disappearing into this world.
It's a nice place to dick around in.
Yeah. So,
With the brothels in this. There must have been.
There is, but you don't deal with them because as much as he's a weird character, is John Marston for a Rockstar character, because as much as he is a bad guy, this is all about his redemption.
It's about the haze.
It's all about the haze.
It's not about camping.
As much as he is a bad guy, he's all about trying to redeem himself, and so he doesn't cheat on his wife. He does everything for his family in this game, doesn't he? All the way through, it's all to save his family's name.
Yeah.
And if you compare him to all the rest of Rockstar's heroes in their like GTA stuff, it doesn't quite. He's distinctly different. He's well written. I can't remember who does the voice acting for him, but yeah, I absolutely fucking love this game. Absolutely loved it. I didn't like the DLC. I thought it was shit.
The zombie one.
Yeah.
Is it because you wanted more of a serious story?
Yeah. And
whereas that was a complete dick around.
It was absolutely fucking.
It was silly. I didn't mind it. It was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous.
It wasn't brilliant, but it was.
I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. I fucking.
It was basically this place, but full of zombies.
Yeah. Comparatively, I hated it.
Yeah.
Comparatively to the main game, I hated it.
Yeah.
But compared to all other DLC, not all other, but majority of other DLC I played, it is very good DLC.
Yeah.
It's just that
it was fun.
I wanted to carry on in the Wild West as opposed to
zombies everywhere.
Yeah, you just got a bit.
Yeah, they should have done too. They should have had a good, a serious story as well. Yeah. So I always say stuff like that. Like they should. I like it when they do. I like it when they do it with Far Cry.
4, yeah, that
part 3, where it was
Far Cry 3,
80s style, like Kung Fury style before that. And it was just like, let's take that world and just make it all fucked up in 80s and fucking neon and do that.
It was a good guy, Michael Bean's voice, the guy who played Kyle Reese. Hicks, he was the main guy.
Oh, was he? Cool.
So it was like even more of a...
I played the demo, so I like the look at it. I know it had like some crazy dinosaurs.
It was good that they had it, so it was a standalone as well. You could buy it standalone.
You could buy it its own, which is a rarity, isn't it? But
one decision that Ubisoft made that wasn't fucking...
That was alright, yeah. So I didn't mind the zombie thing in this, because it was like that. It was stupid, but definitely I wouldn't have minded a nice bit of DLC properly. Like, I still want the same for GTA 5.
Yeah, and they've cancelled it, haven't they?
It just seems like it's not really happening. And I don't know, it might be.
Well, they said that they've dropped all plans.
They make so much money online that they don't give a fuck, is the problem.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because I was in Gamer Blackburn, and the other week, just before the retro games night at the back here, and it was... Oh, see one. See, this is what I like about this game. You just trot along and people just ask you shit. Okay, right, fucking kill these guys. You can't run from a bullet, motherfucker!
So the boy ones are always random, aren't they?
Yeah, boy ones are random events, which is what they kept through to GTA 5, which was good. I mean, but yeah, so it looks like they've dropped it, dropped the DLC. Recently announced that they weren't thinking about it anymore. But yeah, I was in the retro games. I was at Gamer in Blackburn, and there was a lad in there wanting to buy. I mean, he was too young to be playing the fucking game, so that's bad parenting right there. But he wanted to buy 500,000 credits for GTA Online. Now, if you just stop being a dick on that game, and oh shit, that's name, and just play it, you will make that money.
Yeah.
You will make that money in no time. If you just do the online stuff,
kids don't understand money though, do they? They just want...
No, so
just give me some shit.
It's a shame that they've made so much money on that, because it makes me feel as though that's now going to be the norm for a Rockstar game, which upsets me. Also, I've been watching Ray Donovan recently.
Who is this?
Ray Donovan's it's a TV show. It's based in Hollywood about some guys from Boston that...
Not related to Jason Donovan.
No, not in the slightest. It's a really good TV show, actually. I think you should start watching it. Lovejoy turns up in season 3.
If Lovejoy's in it, then fucking right. Google Lovejoy.
Yeah. Ian McShane is from our same town.
From Blackburn, or Great Harwood, but it's around here.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So I was watching that, and there was a character that turned up in it, and I thought, I recognise his face. And it's the main guy. It's what's his name? Matthew Phelps from LA Noire.
Oh right, yeah.
And that was another game that I want to play again.
Yeah, I don't want to do another one of them.
Yeah, and I want Rockstar to actually do it all.
Yeah. They found it out, didn't they,
to Team Bondi.
Yeah.
That's right, and then Rockstar had to take over in the end.
They were taking too long. They were fucking up.
Sort the shit out. Yeah. But so I'm just a bit worried about this cash flow thing for future GTA games.
Yeah, you let me down, Rockstar.
I mean,
don't turn into every other fucking company with
pissing
around with online shit. Jesus Christ.
Too much.
I mean, do it, but
do it right.
Yeah, I want some DLC or something.
Talking about DLC, even though you might mention this in Abuse the News.
Possible.
Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Fallout 4. I read this little press fucking release on Bethesda's website saying, thank you very much for supporting Fallout 4. It's really good. Thank you very much. This is the best-selling Bethesda game we've ever had. This is absolutely incredible that you guys are supporting us. And as a way of thanks, their wording, go onto the site, as a way of thanks, we're going to be releasing some DLC, this. And I thought, oh, for free? Not for free. No. As a way of thanks, we'll charge you for $9.99 for story DLC and $4.99 for Homestead DLC. Yeah. Now they should give you your Homestead shit for free, or give one of them for free if they are thanking us.
Yes,
because really this shit was coming out anyway.
Yeah.
So
thanks for coming. I'm going to charge you.
Yeah. Cheers. Cheers. While you're here, while I've got your attention. Anyway, are we going to abuse the news?
Right, fuck it, let's abuse the news.
Let's do this. Let's go.
That's it, let's go.
Got a new book.
Got a new book.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, it's lovely. Leather bound.
Oh, leather bound. Rich leather bound books. Smell of deep mahogany. Gonna give you all a warning. Stay away from that new game called Firewatch.
Not liking it.
I watched the guy called Dude Quest on YouTube. Go and check him out. He played it, and fuck me, that intro sequence is harsh.
Is it? I fancy a do on it, but I don't want to pay that kind of price. Is it because it's short, or what's your problem with it? Fetty? What is it? Because I haven't played it. I don't know. Is it a bit more viv for you? Is it not too? Well, it needs to be hardcore, doesn't it?
It was.
Apparently, it swears a bit.
It does swear a bit. It wasn't so much the swearing that got me. I
think it's about feelings and emotions.
It's the feelings
relationships.
And emotions.
Is that what's getting to you? Don't let it upset you.
It's all right.
It's fine.
He can't swim, can he, in this game?
No, I don't think he can. Did they write that into the story?
Possibly.
He died before he hit the wall.
Can't fall off. Now the story ain't no real story. It's just like an ordinary day for a bum. It's my life then in game form.
Woo! Yeah, you don't need to see it again. Yeah. Right, abuse the news.
Abusing the news.
What am I abusing today? Okay. So Destiny 2. That should be coming out before April next year, I believe.
I thought Destiny was meant to be a 10-year long game.
Yeah.
I'll keep bringing this fucking shit up.
No, it's right.
That was the main selling point of that game.
So, but the lead... Wait a minute. The lead writer at BioWare has left to work with Bungie. He also wrote the story for Halo 4, which is not that good, really, to be honest. I don't know. There's something there, but it's not quite right.
Yeah, he went away.
He was doing the writing for the lead writing for the new Mass Effect on Andromeda.
Ooh, looking forward to that.
Right, so he's left them now, and he's working for Bungie. So it's looking like they might be putting a decent story into Destiny 2. Right. Possibly, assuming that he's good. Although Halo 4 is a bit, I don't know.
Yeah, well, especially when you return to it, you think.
First time through, you're overexcited, aren't you?
Yeah.
So that's happening.
Oh shit.
PSVR is out in autumn, according to GameStop.
Are you considering getting that?
I don't know how much it is.
I'll tell you what, I'll go halves on you, because I definitely want to play it. So if you're considering getting it,
I want it, yeah.
If you're in,
but I don't price, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it is the price. I'll go halves with you if it's a reasonable price. If it's like £100, it's basically like we're both buying a game each, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
it's not as bad. Yeah,
I'll go with that.
Right, Kojima's pissing about again.
Oh God, is he making a game?
I don't think he is, because he's just fucking around. He's hanging out with his mate Norman. What's his name? Rebus.
Yeah.
Norman Rebus.
He's from Boondock Saints and Walking Dead. He was meant to be in.
He was in the
Silent Hills.
PT Silent Hills thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So he's pissing about him now. I don't know why that's a thing, but it is.
Apparently that's news.
It's a thing.
It's news.
It needs to be reported.
Basically, you know full well that they're going to make Silent Hills. It's not going to be Silent Hills.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Apparently he's good friends with him though, so I don't know.
Well, he's good fucking friends
with everybody, isn't he? Yeah.
The only person he doesn't speak to is us.
Yeah. Bastard. Knack. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Getting a sequel by any chance?
Knack 2.
Really? Oh dear.
Knack 2. So it was supposed to be a bit shit when it was like a launch game for the PlayStation.
It was a launch game which was meant to show off the computing power of the PlayStation 4.
Yeah. Because of all the little bits in it.
Yeah.
It was like, whatever. It was leaked on. It appeared on LinkedIn on a resume on the
LinkedIn,
and then it was deleted. So that's how they sort of know that this is happening. But who cares? I thought they were going to bury that.
A lot of fucking fishing to get some nothing information, isn't it?
Somebody would have just found it and then fucking shared it, and then it just explodes, doesn't it?
I think we should just invent some news on there and see if we turn up. Sony Games are working with Hideo Kojima. That would fuck.
Yeah, we'll Photoshop a photo, obviously.
Obviously.
We could Photoshop something else.
All you do. In fact, Ariane, do us a favour. In fact, I have distinctly noticed that there isn't a government petition to get us into GTA.
Yeah, well, scratch that. We want to be in this because it would make no sense.
No, it would make sense because there are a lot of English travellers at this time. We could be swearing.
Well, we couldn't stream though.
We'd essentially be.
No, it could be just announcers or something, like just shouting town criers or something.
Yeah, well, we tell town criers in a bar. No, we could just be in a bar.
Just be in a bar. Loud knobheads in a bar.
Loud knobheads in a bar.
Talking shit about board games like chess and shit like that.
Yeah, I'll tell you, man, you don't want to buy this game.
Yeah. Chess DLC. Rotates night.
Well, try it anyway because it'd go fucking viral. If 10,000 people clicked it just as a spamming thing, it'd be well good. It'd just go viral. It'd be funny as fuck.
Are we on about the petition?
Yeah.
And then, no, but do that, but you need to put a picture of us with Kojima.
With Kojima and Photoshoppers in cowboy outfit for a new Red Dead.
Take an image now.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. And then put his face there. And then Eric can go like that. And then...
Yeah, you guys would be in a bar and we'd be in chains. Wow.
Oh, we'd set you free.
Yeah, we would
We'd
do.
be the liberators.
Yeah, we would be. We'd be better than Lincoln.
Yeah, fuck him.
Because Lincoln only freed the slaves in the South. It was 5 years later he freed the slaves everywhere else. Remember this from your history. Lincoln freed the slaves in the South in order to make the slaves rebel against the Southern masters. Remember this. So when he's getting bastioned as this big fucking hero, it was actually content, it was a military ploy.
We would have sorted it straight away.
We would have sorted it anyway.
We would have streamed the piss out of it, and the world would have just been behind us,
Yeah.
and then there'd be a statue of me and Aaron just sat there, outside the Black House.
Oh,
do it right.
20 years in the past.
Yeah.
Civil War with a beard, and I'm going to kick your ass. That's one of the better epic rap battles.
Epic rap battles, yeah.
Before he went shit and had the same tune for every song.
Rocket League on the Xbox is out today.
Cool.
So you can get like the Xbox guff with it as well, like the
Thing
from Halo,
Warthog
from Halo and stuff like that. So get that, it's good. Street Fighter 5, they're doing like there's a restaurant in Tokyo.
Right.
It's only up for 2 days. Selling Street Fighter 5 noodles. Don't know why. Should we do a show me games one in Blackburn, but like hot dogs, some
shit hot dogs.
Shit, really cheap shit ones.
We'll have to get loads of free stale bread.
Like you could probably get 20p ones from Asda.
Yeah, we'll get a bunch of 20
tin.
pence hot dogs, and we'll give them away for free. Right, but we get loads of stale hot dog buns.
Yeah,
because they'll be cheap as fuck.
Yeah,
right? And then we just go show me hot dogs.
They're still in date. It's just cheap bread that goes stale straight away.
Yeah.
Also, 20p from Asda.
Of course.
Probably.
Well, probably.
It'll be cheaper if it's on last day.
Well, there's a law, isn't there, where they're not allowed to throw the food away. They have to give it away. So
we'll get it out of bins.
Get it out of the bins.
Yeah. So it might be a little bit past its sell-by date, but
yeah.
Fuck it might have a little bit of poo on it.
If I could save the Union without freeing any slave, I would do it, Lincoln. Never forget. See what I'm saying? See, I'm a white guy against Lincoln. Lincoln were a cunt. Remember this. Emancipation of the people. Fucking hell, anything to get you in power.
I just thought it was a Vampire Slayer. Was that a movie?
That was...
Or am I getting my dreams mixed up?
Yeah, I think you're getting your dreams mixed up.
It was a shit dream movie, whatever it were. But slightly funny because it was ridiculous. Okay, you can download... Oh, so Bravely Second.
Right.
You can download the demo, stroke, prelude. So sounds like they're doing something interesting with that. And you get 10% off the full game on eShop if you download it, But still, you just need to download the demo.
That's Nintendo only, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like
3DS.
I like what they do with that. I mean, not to be a Nintendo nut hugger, but they just seem to do stuff right. Even though every other computer game network will tell you that Nintendo just don't have a clue. They don't have a clue. Yet they treat you right.
Yeah. See, worst case you're going to try a demo and not like it.
Yeah.
Best case you'll try it and get 10% off.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want more free stuff?
Yeah, always. Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you the bad news that doesn't really matter, I don't think. Quantum Break's no longer an Xbox exclusive.
I had a bit of a discussion on the group with this.
Did you? Aaron's discussions are frightening.
I had a bit of a discussion. My point was...
Right.
It's a console exclusive. Xbox get it as a console exclusive.
Yeah.
There has been no lie there. So when are we making PC in the same group as consoles? Because no matter how powerful your consoles get, PCs are going to be more powerful. It's always going to be a chasing game. So for years and years and years, we've forgotten the PC side. We've gone, and we have console war. So it is an Xbox One exclusive.
If I bought an Xbox One for that game, then I probably don't have a PC. It's like a different mentality, isn't it? So it wouldn't bother me. If I had a PC that could run games, and I bought an Xbox One for that game, which is unlikely because you'd probably wait till the game came out, buy a bundle or something. So I don't know who this really would affect. I don't know. I don't. I couldn't understand if you were on PlayStation or something.
But Phil Spencer made a good point, because there was a tweet, wasn't there, that said somebody went, "I've cancelled my my Quantum Break deal pre-order because it's not a lot."
Yeah, so you cancelled a game that you want to play
because somebody else gets to play it.
Yeah, well,
he's fucking brilliant. He's Phil Spencer.
Yeah.
As much as he may just be a puppet head, he's right.
Right.
His sound is really.
It doesn't matter because it's on PC. I can understand someone being annoyed if it was on PlayStation for some reason.
And
there is that competitiveness.
Yeah, there's always going to be a slight competitiveness.
But I don't see any competitiveness with a PC.
No, as much as like you're trying to make it so you can play PC games with Xbox owners or PlayStation 4 owners, it's made. My other point was,
but it's
well,
Microsoft anyway.
I was going to say
Microsoft.
it's made on Windows architecture. So it's made on the same architecture, so why wouldn't you release it?
Yeah.
It's like complaining that a vegetarian's eating at McDonald's.
It's like being pissed off that Hyrule Warriors is a Wii U exclusive.
Yeah, but
it is.
Yeah.
But now, or soon, I'm not sure when, it's out on the 3DS.
Yeah. So it's
the same company and it doesn't fucking matter. It's like, who cares? I don't know. Or maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. Tell me what I'm missing. I don't get it.
People just want to be pissed off, and I'm one of those people most of the time. You know, it just seems like I get unreasonably angry at stuff, which probably is the case. It's just, I just found that stupid.
Yeah, I don't get that. But you get some free stuff. Are you aware of the free stuff you get by pre-ordering Quantum Break?
No,
which I really fancy.
I don't.
I know you're not as bothered about it.
But the more I see, the less I
know. I haven't seen that much. I've just seen a little bit, so that'll do. I don't want to ruin it. So what you'll get is so it's coming out in April.
Yep.
It's PC and Xbox on the same day. You will get Alan Wake and the DLC with it. If you pre-order it. I think if you just buy the game, you get just Alan Wake. But I think if you pre-order it, you get the DLC as well.
I've been through this before. I don't think that should. I think that's a cheap way.
But only if the game is lacking content. If you feel like you buy Quantum Break and you feel like that's a game.
Yeah, but
it's alright. It's only
Rainbow Six Siege was severely lacking content.
That's the problem.
But I don't count Rainbow Six Vegas 1 and 2 as covering that content because I'm buying a new game.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. So I agree with that. But if Quantum Break in itself, without all this extra shit, is just a good game, you're like, I'll be happy with that. Yeah. But then you're getting Alan Wake as well. You're like, well, that's a bonus.
That is a bonus, yeah.
You know,
like I say, it's not compensating.
Yeah. If it's compensating, then this is bollocks because obviously they've looked at it and thought, do you know what? It's a bit shit this game. We need to make it seem better. If they're doing that, it's bollocks. Yeah. But hopefully they're not, and then you get.
See, this is what winds me up when people do think that it's a really, really good thing. So, well, I get this whole game.
Yeah.
I get this whole. Yeah. Well, no. It costs them nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's not new content. It's nothing to them.
Yeah. There'll be some slight making it work on Xbox stuff, which they'll probably do anyway because they're trying to do that.
Because Microsoft has sorted the architecture out so it can play these games.
It seems to be getting easier at doing it.
It's nothing for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a nothingness.
Also, which I don't know. This is good but pointless, I suppose. If you pre-order it, you get on the Xbox, you'll get the PC version of Quantum Break for free.
See? No, you see, now that harks back to what they were saying at E3, right? Which is
Trying to-
unification of all Windows 10 goods.
Yeah.
So if you have a Windows phone and you have, because I bought Hitman Go, didn't I?
Yes.
Right? And I can play that on my Windows 10 computer.
Yeah.
Now, when that comes out on the Xbox One, because I own it on a Windows phone, I then have it on Xbox One, and I also have it on. I have it on all devices, and
think-
that's how it's working now. With
Yeah,
us.
I think by the end of the Xbox One's life, I think it'll be more that way on.
Yeah.
And then when the next Xbox comes out, it'll be a PC box basically.
Yeah, yeah.
It'll be called an Xbox,
And what
and
I
it will
do-
straight away just be like.
There you go. There's
everything.
backwards
It's on
compatibility.
your Windows Phone.
Yeah.
It's on this.
Yeah, and so that's what they do.
Like Apple, isn't it? Apple, you buy an app on there and it'll be on everything. It'll be on your Apple fucking
Yeah.
this and Apple that and whatever.
Mm.
Not that anybody wants to play any shit on
No,
Apple.
it's terrible.
Some people do, but no.
It's not their fault though, is it?
You can buy. Is it a full new game? I'm not sure, but Dying Light.
Right.
Is it like a sequel? I'm not sure, but you can buy that. Whatever it must be a new one. Dying Light. We call it Dying Light 2. I think it's got like a little name.
I think it's what it is it's a bit like Dead Island, which was Dead Island.
Yeah.
The full game of Dead Island with an extra world on side, which sort of works like it's DLC, but the game becomes bigger. But they've also put different missions in at the beginning.
Right.
So what it is, it's basically Dead Island 1.5.
Yeah.
And so that'll be
Or like an expansion pack.
Yeah, sort
Like
of.
a PC, but not.
Sort of, right.
Well,
So, yeah, it's
whatever it is, you can buy it for £10 million. So they're doing that thing again, which has happened before.
Yeah,
and
people
for
paid
this
it
10
because
million,
it's
you get guff. You get to be in a Hollywood movie. Not sure which one. You get some acting training. Just anything ridiculous that you pay £10 million for. Or you could probably just buy the game and buy your way into that anyway.
You may as well just pay £10 million and get into any film you fucking want.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you got £10 million,
Well, you could probably give a small movie making company that's decent £1 million, and they will put you in there predominantly.
But if you think I want to be in Marvel fucking Avengers 2, if you chuck 10 million at it, you'll have a spoken line in that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's probably the best way, and then just buy the game yourself.
Yeah.
I think you get 4 copies of the game though, so.
Oh, that's good.
Well worth it. And some other guff. Fuck knows. It's so bollocks.
Yeah.
Right.
It's more of a defensive thing, really, isn't it? Because all you do is you go, as soon as that's been sold, you think, some cunt's got too much money.
They're waiting for a whale that just goes, oh,
Yeah, but you've got too much money.
that.
If you can jizz 10 million on such a fucking throwaway experience...
Well, somebody will. Plus, it gets
You've got
put
too
in the
much money.
news then as
Of
well.
course it does, yeah.
So
who was it that did it with the car?
Oh, I can imagine Forza, Gran Turismo,
It
or
was
Need for Speed.
It might have been Need for Speed. Somebody did it with, it was a specific car. I think it was Project Cars. No, it wasn't Project Cars. But anyway, this company... No, it was... is that my money or yours? Anyway. It was fucking Saints Row. Saints Row 4 came out, and he went, pays £1 million for this, and you get this car, and you get this car, and you get this, and you get
let
this,
Saints Row do it.
this.
Because Saints Row is ridiculous.
He's taking the piss, so it's in keeping with that. Whereas with Dying Light, it isn't. It is literally a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
And I hope that it never sells, because that's going to pay them for the next game. And if your game's not selling enough for you to warrant making that second game, you don't deserve the money to make that second fucking game.
I don't think so. More on Destiny 2.
Okay.
Actually, so said it was out 2017.
Is that going to be 10 years old long as well?
I think they're going to shut up. I don't think they're ever going to say that again.
No, they won't, but I fucking remember. Don't go to E3 and make these statements, because you're there forever.
Before that comes out, there's an expansion coming, but then there's a big expansion coming at the end of the year for Destiny Original, So, I don't know, they keep calling it vanilla, but is that, I don't know.
Vanilla's the one without the DLC, yeah.
Right, just buy it as it is.
Vanilla is always the first version, and then when you get
not
DLC...
that, but the updated version, whatever, you're getting a big chunk of more guff. A big one. Watch Dogs 2! More exciting sequels. That's before April, actually.
Yeah, because that's... You see, when you went...
Next year.
We're not doing next year.
Next year.
Oh, okay, I thought you were going to say like this year. Because I was going to say that'll be why they went, we're not working on an Assassin's Creed game.
Oh yeah, we're too busy doing that.
We've been too busy doing this futuristic Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah, do you reckon they'll start swapping them over?
I think
2
they will
years
do.
for each.
Yeah, I think they're going to start doing that because then they can say, well, it has been 2 years since. Because they'll look at the Activision college. Oh shit, a dog.
Oh, what a landing.
Oh yeah,
Beautiful.
it's spooning me.
Yeah, it's giving you a cuddle now.
But,
It's got a semi on.
Yeah, I think they'll do that because they've seen how Activision do it with Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And I think that's how they're going to roll now. I think they've got enough IPs to go that one, repeat. That one,
Far Cry,
that one,
Watch
repeat.
Dogs.
Which is sort of good because then it gives them about 3-4 years in between each iteration.
There'll be different studios, won't there?
But it's Ubisoft, which is just going to go, what were it last time? Let's do that.
Wrongness. Head of PlayStation VR steps down.
Because he changed it from Morpheus, which had a fucking unique name, to
Well,
PlayStation VR.
he said, well, what it is, the VR thing seems to be like taking off and seems like an exciting new thing. So what I'm going to do basically is I'm going to step down and I want to develop some stuff, like my own stuff.
Right, okay.
That sounds like bollocks to me.
It
I feel
sounds like he's been pushed
fucked
out.
up. I think he's fucked up somewhere, which we'll find out about soon in autumn.
we'll do, yeah.
In autumn, when it comes out, we'll find out what the fuck up is.
Yeah.
Probably the fact that it costs $1,000 or something.
Yeah, something's fucking stupid.
So he's been pushed out, and he's just saying like, yeah, because if you're excited about VR and you're the head of PlayStation VR, that's where you want to be, isn't it?
You'd expect so. You'd expect so. That's just using logic.
Miitomo, you can pre-register now. I'll probably do that later.
Isn't that just registering?
No, this is pre-registering. This is
you-
a new thing. You're registering to register.
That's just fucking retarded. What happened to the language that I speak?
It's changing. Pre-language.
Pre-language.
No, you're going to register for the pre-language.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And then download it on the day that language is accepted.
You know, Fetty, I'm sorry, mate, but it's your country's to blame for this.
Well, this is Japan, you say?
Yeah, but it's their country that's to blame because it's legalese, which means that they can get away by not letting people down when certain ones of them can't technically register. It's covering your ass.
Yeah.
It's covering your ass down.
I don't know, I think there's a bit of promotion going on.
Yeah, it's bollocks. It's fucking dog shit.
Okay, if you pre-order Far Cry Primal,
Yeah. You get the game when it comes out.
you get the game when it comes out, and you get 3 DLC missions where you play as the mammoth. Which
Thank you very
looks
much.
shit.
I mean, we're only at episode 49 now. I thought it would at least take a year before gaming just got fucking stupid.
It looks shit. I watched the
But-
video, and
See you later. Good night. That's Mammoth DLC.
we're ending on that note. Yeah, I mean, it looks shit.
Of course it does. You
You're the
played as a
mammoth running
fucking
around.
mammoth.
Yeah.
You played as a fucking mammoth. Watch any elephant documentary now, and then times that elephant by 2. So if that elephant's moving around slow, imagine it moving it slower, right? But covered in hair.
It's a mammoth.
It's a mammoth. What's it gonna do? I bet it's still
got a big
it's
game.
Ubisoft. It's still gonna have to climb a tower and synchronise and do a slow dive into a car.
Now that'll be alright. If they took the piss out of themselves doing that,
that's the
I'll
only
be
way it'll
fine.
work.
If they had to climb a tree,
Yeah, that's the only way it'll work. If it
Same.
turned into Ice Age,
and it's ridiculous, yeah. No, I'll accept that.
fucking plays a mammoth. Did he lose this shit? And I'm saying this beforehand. I mean, that's no doubt somebody, probably Chris Broderick, will download that DLC and play that DLC and wonder why nobody else does
It's
reviews for
free, you
DLC.
can pre-order it.
Well, he'll.
Maybe you can pay for it later on, I don't know.
Yeah, he will, but.
It's free, but it looks shit. It does look shit.
I mean, it's like saying, come round to my house, Adam, I'll make you food, right? But for free, I'll give you a shit in a box.
It's free. It's a free
It's
shit
free.
in a box.
Would you go, oh, I've got a shit in a box?
No, I keep it in the box, and I'd say that's my
keep
shit
it
in
on
the
shelf.
box.
Somebody,
Shit
what's in that?
in a box.
It's a shit in a box.
My shit in a box, shit in a box.
Yeah, that's what fucking Mammoth DLC equals shit in a box.
Street Fighter 5's fucked. Obviously.
Let's leave it at that.
Of course it's fucked. Apparently it's better to just switch off your online and just don't have the internet on, and then it'll work better.
Make sure you got HDCP on, otherwise your PS4 won't work.
Well, that's true as well, yeah. And that possibly applies to the PC version. Actually, the PlayStation 4 version apparently runs better. A lot of shit's missing from the game that's coming out in March. I mean, I'm not even talking about the DLC characters and stuff like that are getting dripped out.
Yeah.
It's just like there's like modes in the game that there's a shop or something. So if you finish as a character, then I think you can buy his not with actual money, with stuff you've earned in game. You can buy I completed the game with him costume, but you can't buy that costume because they haven't put the shop in yet. Certain modes are missing and little things that you might not notice, but they're missing. I think you would notice personally. The online's fucked because you just get booted out of games and they don't start up, or there's people that can't get out of the fucking training mode. They're just in there all the time because nothing else fucking works.
It's brilliant. We're doing a stream from the Retro Games Night.
Yeah, turn the online off.
The online is definitely going to be off.
They might have updated it by then. And last, but definitely least, as far as Abuse the News is concerned, Kanye West has made a game.
Yes.
He's a very talented individual.
Well,
I don't know when he learned how to become a programmer or a level designer or
talented subject to opinion.
or anything like that. Well, he must be. He's made a game. I mean, he's learnt all this under the noses of everybody.
Exactly. Under the noses of everybody.
I mean,
I like what he said on the video, where I think you'll see a video of his announcement.
I watched
it.
It's unbelievable.
And there's loads of people around him. He's like, "Yo, everybody, I made the game. This shit's hard to do."
Yeah, you didn't do it, mate.
Shit's hard to do. It's like you sat there and you explained. Now, granted, you said on the group, you're like, it looks pretty. It does look fucking pretty.
Oh yeah, I like the art style, but he's got nothing to do with any of it anyway. He just said, I want a game about my mum going to heaven, because she's dead, and that's lovely. That's what I want to happen.
I made music for it.
Right.
Based it on one of his songs, which is
he'll pay for it,
of course,
right? But don't you tell me that he fucking made it, because he fucking hasn't. There's no way he's learned anything about fucking games.
If Kanye West made a game, it'd start off and you're like, I'm quite surprised, this actually controls. Then it'll stop and it'll cut to him going, white people are assholes! I fucking hate white people! White people do this shit, and then it'll play for another 5 seconds, and then he'll do something else that's just
he likes to get on stage and take credit for other people's stuff, and I think he's doing that now.
Yeah.
Like, just say...
He's bankrupt though, let's put that in there.
If he said I've funded a game, and it's my little idea, and these guys are helping me figure out how I can do it, and stuff like that, and give them credit, there's no way he's making it. That's what pisses me off.
That's what annoyed me about it as well, is because I'm like, well, who's the developer?
Exactly. No, he's the developer,
he's
the producer, he's the programmer, he's the art designer, he's probably done the music in the game as well.
He's definitely done music.
In fact, the only thing he's probably done is the music.
Well, the music, the actual game's named after one of his tracks, allegedly, I wouldn't know this, but it's named after one of his tracks, which was about his mum going to heaven. And it's like, that's nice.
That's nice.
Sentiment.
But don't claim that.
But this is it. This is the time that small developer is going to get the most publicity they're ever going to have.
Yeah.
And who's getting the publicity for it? Kanye.
Yeah, it was funny because when he announced it, I don't know if he'd done a gig or something.
Yeah, he looked like it was the end of a gig.
And he was telling everyone, he's saying like, I've made this little thing, it's a game, it's a little bit embarrassing, games aren't cool or whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck off,
but this shit's hard, man.
You're not cool, Kanye, you're actually embarrassing. But here it is anyway. Yeah. So he showed it and everyone went, yeah, that's alright, yeah, cool, whatever. Yeah. He weren't happy with the response.
No, he wasn't.
He didn't chill out enough for him, so he's fucking witted on. He fucking rambled on, right?
And stole our idea.
He said, you don't understand, it's really hard to make a game.
That's
you haven't fucking made it, right? It's really hard to make a game. And this is about my mum and stuff like that. Okay, fair enough. So he fucking made them watch it again. They had to watch the whole thing again.
Oh,
the whole thing
again. The reason why he would have been like that is because he would have been at the developers going, I would like this to happen, I would like this to happen. And just like anybody, when people start chirping in on the group to me in private messages going, I think your website should do this, it's like, well, you don't know how to make a fucking website. It's fucking harder than that. I think you should weave fucking straw into gold. I'm not Rumpelstiltskin. So this is the thing, he would have sat there with the developers going, I want this shit to be like Call of Duty, but I want it to be like Grand Theft Auto, but I want it to be like an angel flying to heaven. And the people go, yeah. Can we rein this in so we have a direction to go at? because it's got really hard to do, and he would have gone, it's really hard to do. Give them loads of shit. He would have produced that. He would have gone, that's quite fucking beautiful. Which all they've produced is a trailer so far, showing no gameplay, or if it is gameplay, it's an endless runner avoiding stuff.
Yeah, it must be.
A bit like a Lost Orbit, but minus a lot of stuff. But I don't know. I'm speculating because I haven't seen the actual proper game. We've only seen the trailer. So that's where he's gone. It's hard to do this shit. It's like, don't take credit for it, mate. You have no right to take credit for it. Like I just said, then this small developer. This is going to be the biggest amount of publicity they will ever have.
This is why they'll put up with his shit.
And they're not getting the publicity. It's all about Kanye.
Oh my
God. Just like it was when fucking like when Taylor Swift won a fucking award.
Yeah.
It was all about Kanye.
It's all about Kanye. Probably when you get to credits at end, if you ever finish the game, they'll just say Kanye.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
So. And that guy's actually he's in bankruptcy at the moment, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah, it was announced just after that video was announced. It was 2 days later. It was announced it's 52 million. Somebody else can Google this if anybody's watching. About $52 million in debt.
Wow.
It's hard to make this game.
And it must be worth at least $52. From my perspective, anyway.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's just funny. It's just funny. Is there any more little tidbits?
Right, so that's that. So, but that went on a little bit longer than I expected. So I think we should have a break now.
Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah,
and then we'll come back and we'll get that tune, and we'll voice of the peoples.
I'll just get me money for me.
And he's just going to get
killing
some
people.
Bank, and I'll play a little tune if anybody's watching, and you can just guess that fucking tune. It's only on Twitch, so you won't see this on YouTube because we'll do our awkward pause.
Yep. Okay.
Which will happen
in about yeah. So what we should do is strike a pause.
So I remember it anyway.
Yeah, well,
pretty sure he's exactly like that.
Sometimes sometimes it's like that. Other times it gets wet. So
always gets wet.
Always gets wet. What's going on in the comments? We have Liquid Smack, Laurel. We got Ariane Smarling. We have Whoa the Maniac. Hey guys, alright, you both. All right, you're obviously English. Hope it's like burn books slagging off a lot of. It really is. There's a list of people from the group we can't stand, and basically plans for execution.
Yeah, that's on the back page.
Whoa, I wouldn't do that to anybody. Piranhas in the rear.
Well, he just came to me. Right, we're going to get that tune.
Get that tune. Yeah, so What a Maniac. Press follow. We'll do a dance because we're shit like that.
Yeah, we'll dance anyway.
We'll dance anyway. But this is Game That Tune. So Adam, for new viewers, give us a brief description of what's going on. It's very, very simple.
I'm going to play a song from a game. You guess what game it is.
Simple.
That's it, really. The more information you give us, the more points you get.
Points mean respect.
And the more liquid smack you will get if you get the bar up high enough.
Oh, yeah. Massive liquid smack.
Okay, first one.
Let's go.
I'll give you some clues, but it's hard to give clues for this one because anything I say will be.
We'll leave it for.
I don't think it'll come to you. It sounds like something from Lord of the Rings or WoW. It's none of them. Sounds pretty. I like it. So I like it. I'll sleep to this. This are my whale tunes. It's like whale sex tunes though. Yeah. Just a big blue whale in the background doing the beatboxing. Anyway, we digress.
Yeah, let's listen to the tune. Is it a game we've had before?
No.
Oh.
Never. No version of this game, of which there is quite a few. So you have, it's an open world game.
Yeah. I think I know what it is.
Arguable like this. There's also 2D versions of this game that are relatively recent.
Okay. Well,
like a spin-off.
No. We've got Guild Wars and we've got Final Fantasy.
No. No, it's a bit more of an action sort of game. Think more like this or a GTA. That sort of world.
But open world.
Historical. It goes through many ages.
Oh, alright then. Right, yeah.
Many ages. Including modern times.
Okay.
And the modern times in this game are shit.
Just that shit.
And sync.
Yeah.
You synchronise. Yeah.
But it's a matter of
Not
which
Skyrim.
one.
It does sound Skyrim-esque, the music.
Very epic in its tone.
I'll give more of a clue. Oh, wait a minute. No.
Yeah, we've got one there.
Oh. Somebody's getting it right. So, which version of Skyrim or Assassin's Creed do you think it is? Considering there's only one Skyrim,
I think
we'll assume it's Assassin's Creed, of which there is many.
Of which there is far too many.
There are yearly many.
Oh, there we go.
Do my dancing.
Who the maniac? You the maniac, boy. Yeah. Let me tell you about the maniac. Yeah. I'll give you a little bit of Macho Man for your face. We've got Who the Maniac saying Black Flag and Ariane saying Unity. I don't think it's Unity. Unity was unifyingly shite.
The music would probably glitch in Unity.
Yeah, it'd sound like this.
Sounds like a dying chicken.
Yeah.
So what do you think it is, Mustachiosis?
Probably Brotherhood.
No, it is Assassin's Creed 3. Yeah, that's what it is. With our little Indian friend.
You like the amazing Macho Man, yeah. You looking at yeah. This is a book. This is an internet stream, yeah. I had a heart attack while driving a car. That was Macho Man.
Did he?
Yeah.
Actually, did that happen?
Yeah, that's how he died, yeah.
Is that when he found out he was in Skyrim?
Well, he found out that he was part
And
of
it was a dragon.
Yeah, he was part of Team Gat. He actually looked at the Wikipedia page me and Tony made up and went, holy shit.
So you put Macho Man Randy Savage in Team Gat?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, he put himself in.
I knew he had heart problems, you see, years and years ago. So going back into this, I got banned from Wikipedia by editing several pages of Wikipedia. All bringing it... I mean, it was fucking ingenious. I was talking to Chris Tunstall, who's Twitch Door's brother, and online one day, and I'm like, he's like, what are you up to? I'm editing Wikipedia. So what are you doing? I said, I'm creating Team Gat. Oh, what are you doing that for? Well, I said, I'm creating Team Gat, and then what I'm doing is I'm saying that we train certain people, and I trained Macho Man Randy Savage for the past... We've been training Macho Man Randy Savage for the past few years. Because of his heart problems, he can't do as much cardio work, so we... as much heavy lifting work, so we've been giving him more cardio in order to... And I named other fighters like...
so you made it sound feasible?
Oh, everything was fucking feasible.
Yeah.
TNA, Total Non-Stop Wrestling, Total Non-Stop Attitude, whatever. The TNA Wrestling Corporation had just been bought out very, very recently. It was very public that it got bought out, but it was kind of under who bought it. So I edited TNA's page, because Macho Man was working relatively with TNA, and I changed that to Team Gat bought these group out because it's just been bought out recently. Put me in there, put you in there, put Chris, put Glenn, and then made a training organisation and put Igor Vovchanchin in there since he left MMA. He came over and started.
Well, this is all true, so why did you get banned?
Well, I got banned because you should have just been Macho Man's manager, man. Fucking Macho Man only.
Now you're having cardio problems.
Yeah. But like so we did all this kind of shit, and the reason why we got banned wasn't so much changing the pages. The thing is, I got into an argument when I made my own page and I was writing factually what I'd done in my life.
Right.
And then one guff, which was I self-trained fucking Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah.
Right. And they were like, this guy doesn't exist. I said, clearly it does exist. It's me. And they're arguing toss. So then what Wikipedia used to do, I don't know whether they still do this, is they take pages off and they put them in a deletion section, because it used to be all monitored by people, normal people, going, yeah, that's fact, yeah, I'll give you a citation for that, buzzing, right? Which is bollocks, because you got a lot of people not knowing what the fuck they're talking about, going, that seems reasonable, sharks have to move in order to breathe, they have to swim forward to breathe, yeah, that's true, that's a That's
so
false.
that's why you're going to bullshit on
So
there.
what they did is they put it in the deletion section. Well, the thing is the deletion section is just as public as the rest of the fucking...
All right.
So I went and I went, that's not up for deletion, and neither's any of these. So they got pissed off with me, so they put them back on. So I'm like, Chris, mate, those pages that you're editing, they're up for deletion. No worries, mate. I said, go back in and delete them from the deletion list. He went, no worries, mate. So we did that, got his workplace banned from editing Wikipedia, got me banned from editing Wikipedia. So Wikipedia's bullshit. That's how I know Wikipedia is bullshit, because I know how easy it is to edit it.
To put bullshit in there.
Yeah. I mean, we just took the piss by editing fucking... I think it ended up being like 15, 20 pages we were editing, all pointed back. I mean, it was fucking intricate what we were doing. But it was just... Yeah, it was just funny. You just cracked a joke. No, my veins were bulging out my head. It's painful talking like this. I mean, if you can see me, I'm going red right now.
He popped a vein. Right, next song, Give That Tune.
Once again, Give That Tune. So,
okay, another one, quite melodic, like that one, but seems a little bit grimier. A little bit grimier. Okay. Ooh. Very dramatic.
If the strings weren't going on for as long as they were, I would have thought it was something. No. Oh.
It's not Alien or Halo.
Oh.
Which is what he whispered to me. No. Look at my winky. It's the same with the Assassin's Creed one. I don't want to say it because it'll kind of give it away.
I'm going to shout Dragon Age. If I'm wrong, say no, but don't. StarCraft there by Ariane.
No. Okay, so it's a first-person game.
Okay.
It's
Destiny.
It's a shooter.
Okay.
But you can also use so we call them powers as well. It's a very well received game from the last gen. Beyond a lot of people's top 10 lists. There's 3 of them all on one last gen. They're on Xbox, on PC and PlayStation and all that kind of stuff. You've got a choice where you can you get power-ups. You can increase your power from either killing or letting live these
Bioshock.
people.
Is it Bioshock then?
It is Bioshock,
Right,
yeah.
okay,
It is
wow.
Bioshock,
Okay,
yeah.
no, that was good. No, I like that one. That kept us all guessing, and it had tones of many other things.
Yeah.
But that's...
I thought anything I say, I'll give it away.
Quite dark,
It's
yeah.
underwater. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you did right by saying powers and stuff. Said it before Aaron, to be honest. Yeah, you probably did with the...
Oh, we got somebody got it?
Yeah, Ariane said Bioshock.
Bioshock, innit?
You did GG.
GG. Right, we're going to go old school now.
Hoodamaniac, what's your name? Are you part of the group? Because you sound like you're English.
Hoodamaniac, Udamaniac.
Hoodamaniac, boy, yeah.
Right.
Okay, next one.
Old school, retro.
Oh no, this shit. This is actually a strangely spooky game. Really creepy.
There's a darkness to it, isn't there? Yeah, like
when we were playing it, when
slightly
we were kids.
unnerving.
Yeah,
it's got giant babies in it.
werewolves,
zombies, werewolves.
Chainsaw Massacre.
It's all that sort of theme. You can play co-op.
And it's very hard.
Yeah,
very hard.
It's on the.
We did it in.
Have we done it?
Episode.
It's on the Super Nintendo.
Episode 11.
Quick, Google episode 11. Although we did about 20 games of fucking.
Yeah, we did.
Sure then. What else can we say?
From London, mate, not part of the group, just the DJ streamer. Enjoying the stream like get involved with. That's great, man. I love it when people get involved in the conversation because that's the entire point of the show. So it's good. DJ Streamer, join the group, man, on Facebook. We'll love you, man.
Show me games! Exclamation! Exclamation! Exclamation!
We love you.
Yeah.
But we'll stop promoting it to you now. Nightbot might do though.
Yeah, Nightbot never shuts the fuck up.
Never shut the fuck up.
He's like us.
If you're a streamer, I'll follow your stream after the stream do.
So what can we say about it?
This is it's co-op. You can play it as a little blonde kid with 3D glasses on, and a brunette girl with a pink top and a blue miniskirt.
Yeah, and it's hard as piss. I think if you don't know it by now,
social banner that Ariane made.
I don't think you'll know it.
No.
So I'll tell you what it is. Well, what do you think it is, Mr. Kills?
This is Zombies Ate My Neighbours.
Yeah. We loved that, didn't we?
It was
Every
really,
time
really good.
we played it since.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
I like the first level. It's one of them games where I like the first level, and then after that,
it
it's
ramps
too hard.
up. The difficulty ramps
too
up so
fucking
much.
hard.
But I remember us sitting there as the wee ages that we were, and I remember like I was saying, the music, because it's kind of. What have we seen? Music's kind of repetitive. But the way it is it is creepy, and it does get to you. It gets right in your head. And
I think so. Yeah.
It does have a nice element of fear. It's very B movie because there's blobs in there. There's Jason Voorhees. There's 50-foot baby.
It takes
there's
all the
werewolves.
cool shit. Yeah.
It's actually a really good game. I mean, that's one thing that needs to be re-released. Even though I don't like re-releases, I'll put this out there. But
When they're old.
But for fucking cheap, it should be back on
Yeah.
Wii U.
Just so you can just get hold of it.
Get hold of it.
Okay, we'll go a bit newer again.
Thank you very much for trying to join the group, dude.
Okay, right. It's Last Jan again.
I have very little memory of this music because at the time I was practically having a fucking heart attack playing the game. It was so fucking intense. Not because it was difficult necessarily, but the decisions you were making.
Yeah, I know, because this game was fucking emotional.
Yeah, the decisions you were making in this game
was the first time we ever had to on the console. Well, I say on the console, it wasn't the first time, but it was the first time you'd been invested for so long because it was a game before this.
Yeah.
That your decisions carried over.
This is a sequel where the decisions carried over.
And then your decisions in this, I mean, we were stubborn with this, weren't we? Our ending for this game was our ending. That was it. Bang!
Yeah,
so we're carrying that shit over.
We never restarted it.
No.
So, yeah, so...
I know what this game is.
People, your characters... Well, think of a game where you're really invested in the characters, and when they die, they're dead. You play as one character, but you make friends with lots of others. It's sci-fi, it's futuristic.
I think you're going to have to leave it there, dude, because otherwise we'll be giving...
We've got the other two on. So there's 3 versions of this game. We've played a song from the other 2.
Yeah.
One of the last songs was called... The Normandy.
I think that's where you're going to have to draw the fucking line.
So if Normandy's ringing a bell... actually, no, the other one was called Leaving Earth.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
sci-fi.
Dialogue.
I want to play them again.
I just want to play a new one and start it all again with the same emotion.
Massive
thing.
hurt. Ariane got that.
Ah.
Yeah.
Which one do you think
Which
it is?
one? Free, she says. Just before. Yeah. Free.
Which one do you think it is?
Number 2. Because of the decisions that you were mentioning.
It's number 2, and it's the suicide mission.
The very last mission.
Right at the end where...
Fucking, that was so harsh for me, because I...
all your mates
it
are
took
dying unless you make the right decisions.
Come and sit here while we talk about Mass Effect. Well, I know we've got another one, like, but...
We'll have a chat, let me line that up.
We'll have a quick chat, yeah. So, Mass Effect. It took you a while to get into the first one, didn't it?
Only because I got stuck in the Citadel because of the shit level design.
Yeah, terrible level design.
Yeah, but as soon as I found out number 2 was coming out, I thought, right, I need to finish this first one. Well, I need to fucking start it, really, because getting out of the Citadel was an arse.
Wow, liquid heroin and hang yourself. Don't hang yourself, dude. Don't hang yourself. We need people to watch this on YouTube and click like. If you don't... You can't do that. At least stay alive for another 2 days. And then you can subscribe to YouTube and click like on... I'm joking, man. Go get your heroin. Go and get your heroin. We'll be here. So Mass Effect 1, I remember going through it the first time, it taken me about 48 hours because I fucking dragged my feet because I loved being in that world.
Sometimes you just want to stay
and
there.
And then I was like, man, play this game. And then when you first played it and you got to Citadel, I remember you mentioning...
I was loving it, and I just got stuck because I didn't
It's
know
a
how
terrible-
the fuck to get out and where the fuck I was going.
It is terrible.
I'm looking at the map thinking, what do you want me to do?
It's telling me that I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm stood where I'm meant to be, and it's like, no, you have to go around here, around this bit, to go into this lift. That doesn't look like a lift.
No.
I think that's where you were stuck, actually.
Yeah.
You walk past this lift,
yeah.
and you have to stand there for about 3 or 4 seconds before it decides to open. So if you just walk in, you're like, well, it's not open, right?
I was pissed off and I was shut off at that point, just wandering around for an hour.
So when I started going through my second playthrough, I think that's when you finally
Well, I decided
went through
to do it because Mass Effect 2 was coming out and it looked amazing, and I thought, right, I need to do the first one because it's dialogue.
It's great, mate.
And it's dialogue and story
heavy,
and I know your characters carry over. So if someone dies in one game, like I fucking Rex died in my first one,
mine,
and I was so pissed off because I really like Rex. But like you said, I finished that game and that was it. I wasn't going back to try and improve it and get everybody alive. I wanted that to be. That's what happened to me. Rightly or wrongly, that was my decision, and it fucked up, and that was fine. So that's why I went back to it. And when I did, I really enjoyed it. I preferred it in a lot of ways to the second one because it was just
the second one was too action packed.
And they tried to streamline all the guns and stuff, and I thought, I know I like all these like acid bullets and.
It was better what they did with your inventory. They did considerable better because your inventory number 1 was a clusterfuck. Because what have I got? You've got all this. It's like, well, is it better than that? It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then number 2 sorted that out. They made it more of a third-person shooter in your action sections, but that final part.
Which is what that song was.
Where
Suicide Mission.
People are fucking dying left, right, and centre. Now
you spent 2 games with hours and
the
hours
thing
and
is
hours.
with me is, like I said, the first game I spent 48 hours going through it the first time, and then I did it again. So I think I put in about 60 odd hours all told. And my second playthrough was what I kept going through. So 60 odd hours with these characters really, and then in the second one I think it's about a 20-hour game. I think it was a little bit shorter for me than it would be for most people because I was like, I did everything, but I was like, right, no, I'm on it. Right, And then when I got to the end and these people were dying, it was fucking dramatic. Tali died in the second one for me, and I fucking loved Tali, and I was like, shit. She
died in the third one.
If you've never played them, dude, and you've got an Xbox 360, you'll pick them up for next to fuck all. The graphics aren't going to be the greatest. The control method isn't going to be the greatest.
Oh, well, the first one's going to be the hardest one to
get
get
through.
through.
It's going to be really, really dated.
It's a bit of an ass to control.
It is, yeah, and it's very dated. But if
it's
you
worth
like
it.
If you like sci-fi RPGs, it is worth it. Stick on it, just because when you get to end of number 2, and the thing is like on the Christmas stream, I watched the Christmas stream back. I do apologise, Ariane, for... apologise. I've turned into Team America. Apologise for Steve and Liam ruining Star Wars for him. But the thing is like, when we were doing that, we were talking about certain games, I think Walking Dead, where you make a decision, somebody dies, and both Steve and Liam were of the same opinion, where it's like, no, that'll do my head in that. I'd have to pause it and try and do it again, and reset. And it's like, no, live with your decision. I like that. I like the fact that some control is being taken away from me, because then it feels as though I'm part of a world.
It's the same with XCOM. When somebody dies, they're fucking dead.
That's exactly the conversation we're having. That's the conversation we're having.
Usually
it wasn't Walking Dead. It was XCOM.
And Fire Emblem. If they're dead, they're fucking dead.
Yeah,
then it makes you play harder, like it's real.
You do get. You do if you're into it. Some of the writing's terrible, but you can get into it. If you love gaming, you'll get into it. You'll overlook the little nuances and stuff. But then you get to number 3. Number 3's ending, regardless which one you get, is a little bit of a letdown. But the journey itself, all the way through, what EA did with a trilogy of games that carried your story all the way throughout, hasn't been replicated. So
his game is different to mine.
Yeah.
What happened to me, him, like Rex died in my first game.
Yeah, I
the
kept
decision I made.
And so on and so forth.
Tally
died in my second, and I was trying to get into Tally's.
And these whole branch off into different stories. Yeah. So by the time you got to the third game, the story was
a news reporter.
Different.
There was a news reporter in the first game that I slapped.
Yeah.
And in the third game, she turned up again and she remembered that I slapped her. And it was like, don't talk to me like
that. Straight away.
But it's all good. It remembers whether you were being racist. It remembers whether you were doing this, and it remembers all this kind of stuff. And you need to pick your character. You yourself, you pick your character, and that is how you play. It's a proper RPG.
It's great
in that respect.
I can't wait to play the new ones.
The ending of number 3 will always let you down, but that's not to say that number 3 is a bad game. It is not a bad game.
Yeah, 2 and 3 are going to be the easier ones to control as well.
Yeah.
But 1's going to be a bit of a twat, but it's still worth it.
I know it's a slight divergence from the game that tune, but it is a game that we need to talk about because it
needs to be done.
Yeah. So Mass Effect Andromeda, I'm fucking hyped for. No, Adam is, so it's...
Yeah, which means we'll be let down.
Yeah.
Just like Halo 2, it was shit.
It was shit. Anyway, right, so Game of Tune, we've got one more.
Right, no, we'll leave that.
Alright, fuck you.
We covered that shit. Right, we'll do that next week. I will save that little jam and place it there. We will do Voice of the Peoples now.
I don't have a song for Voice of the People, which contradicts myself immediately, because I'm singing a song right now. For Voice of the fucking People, I thought I didn't have a song for the peeps.
Voice of the People, which is basically people from the group, like yourself, hopefully, and you know they post links to interesting things, or just they want to get some off the chest about games, and we're just going to talk about that now. Just skim over it and just mention it. The Voice of the People. We give the people a voice.
Doesn't have to be deep.
Oh, right. This is me. I saw. It's just a cool little thing.
We've got to ride around while you do.
Yeah, you piss around on there. I saw a horse sort of run through the screen.
Yeah, it happens.
I don't know what happened there.
I'm still listening. It's just that there's something moving there.
Yeah. There's a cool little thing, a little video that someone's done, which is basically Mario Kart SNES.
Mm-hmm. I didn't get a chance to watch that. I was sorting out, so it just before.
I only just really put it up, but it's Mario Kart SNES, and it looks like that. But they've made it. It's not a game, but it looks like the game.
Right.
And it's 101 people racing around the track, and they've got all these fucking characters. They've got Captain Falco in,
wow.
And he's playing Toad. He's driving as Toad. He looks exactly like the SNES game, so he's cool. And at one point, he loses his car. So he's sort of running around, but it still looks like the game. You can imagine that this is the game if they sort of remade it somehow. He levers Falco, because he stops to pick him up to give him a lift.
Right.
He just knocks him out GTA style and steals his fucking car. But it's a nice little video, you should check that out, someone's done. It looks really fun. Chris Broderick. There's a couple of things. He was wondering if there's any DLC for Dead Rising 3. You had that, didn't you?
Dead Rising 3, it was the more... It was poor.
And you're a fan of the other two.
Number 1 was fucking brilliant. Number 2 was... number 3 was made by the same people who did number 2, and they'd lost the sense of humour. Honestly, number 1 was so dark with its sense of humour, it was so B-movie, and then number 2 was made by an American developer for Capcom, and it missed everything. It missed every mark, and it was passable as a game. The DLC for number 2 actually introduced the original protagonist from the first game, Frank West. Number 3 was so broken, it was unreal, because you can just you can modify weapons in it.
Oh yeah.
And you can modify vehicles, and if you just go online, you can find the ingredients for these kind of fucking things. So you don't need the cards, so you can just make them. So I found out like how to make a fucking rollerblade bike, and I'm like, right, buzzing. And I got everywhere with that, and you just destroy everything. You just ride around, you destroy everything, you level up, and it was poor. It was poor.
Yeah, so it became overpowered.
It was poor.
But you didn't like it anyway to begin with, did you?
Not
like,
particularly. I
pretty
mean,
much as soon as you put it on, you thought, I'm not feeling. There's something wrong here.
No, there's something wrong there. Like number one, what was this? Mini review. I bet it's still put voices people. Number one, which I've been recommending to you before you got an Xbox One, but like we've mentioned before, the text is too small on the normal
Xbox 360.
Xbox 360, sorry. The text was too small on a normal.
I did not have
TV.
a HD TV, so
So you had no chance of reading it.
Read it.
That was the main.
I went right up to the telly and I couldn't read it. It was
that
ridiculous.
was the main problem with that. But the first one was one of the only games I ever played where it was acceptable for you never to finish that game.
Yeah.
The first playthrough, second playthrough, third playthrough. It's a matter of just learning your environment, leveling yourself up, and carrying on. Because every time you level yourself
like
up,
3 days to finish it. Or
yeah. It's
2
3 days, and then if you finish it properly, it gives you an extra 2 days on the end. So you've got 5 days, and then
not real time days, just like
no, in-game games. There was a survival mode on it, which was fucked for UK players.
Right.
It was harder for UK players than anybody else in the world because we didn't have a save function on it.
Right.
Whereas in everybody else in the world had a save function, and what it was a survival mode. Survive for 5 days, right? But as you live, your health bar starts off massive, and as it goes on, it drops by chunks.
Right.
So your maximum health drops.
So by
and then you had to get food, and there was only a finite amount of food. Now, if you live in Japan or America and you had that game, there was save functionality. In the UK, there wasn't. If you had the PAL version, there was not that functionality.
Because they know we're hardcore.
I lasted 3.5 days on it, and the only reason I did that is because like if you pause your Xbox for too long, it'd turn off, and if it turned off, so I had to keep going back and just knocking my stick to make sure it was right. But like, so I lasted the first 2 days, and I think I were off from work for one of the days, and then I had to go to work, which killed it, and it was a nightmare. But Dead Rising 1 was really good because you had.
But was there any DLC?
No. Not that I'm aware of.
Well, I think you didn't stop caring about it.
I stopped caring about it pretty much after I played it.
He also mentions a season pass price hike for Fallout 4. So apparently originally it was £25 and now it's £40 because they've added some other stuff or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, dogs. Jay Dickinson. Right. Have you ever heard of something called Star Citizen?
Yes, it looks fucking ace in VR.
It was cool. So it's like first-person spaceship game.
It's like Elite Dangerous.
Yeah.
Meets Halo.
Yeah, because you can run around first-person shooter style
So
as well.
I can have the reason why it makes it exciting for me. Again, I'm going to put pause in this, and obviously we're going to ramble on and stuff. But please join me. But the thing that makes it exciting for me is I could buy a spaceship in-game with in-game currency.
Yeah.
This might be able to carry 6 people. I can have you and 5 other people wanting to just play the first-person shoot-'em-up mode. I might want to play both modes. So I can have this ship come and pick you guys up, land in my ship in VR with all fucking controls. You jump into the back of my ship, I close this stuff, you all bottle in, and you're all in VR, you're seeing everybody else's avatars across. I then fly somewhere, land on a base, go, ready guys? Yeah. Press the button to open the back doors, you go piling out, you go on your fucking mission. I hear that you're all coming back on comms, like, whoa, we're coming back, get the doors open. I open doors, I stand at my fucking back door and
while we're running back in.
Come on, get in, everybody fucking piles in. I run, jump into the cockpit, shut them doors and fly off. Yes!
Yeah, no, it sounds wicked. It showed one on the video that was like, it says there's this ship, I think he said it was 6 miles long. He's showing a picture of it, so you're like, it's floating around it, it's like, this is the ship. So you can't really sense the scale and everything.
Yeah, it's
you don't know.
Yeah,
you
it's
just
always hardware.
Just to show you, and then he zoomed in and he started
so
saying, this is the landing pad, and then he thought, yeah, actually that's pretty fucking massive.
Yeah.
So like you said, you can buy these. So he said MMO, isn't it, for the PC? Yeah. The guy's making it is the guy that did Wing Commander.
Yeah, Wing Commander, which is pretty good actually. It still stands the test of time.
It is the most successful crowdfunded game ever.
$100 million
$100 million, more than $100 million. People are complaining that it's been delayed, but he says next time I do it, if I do another one of these, I'm going to put it very clearly that the more money we get, the longer it might take, because it means that
I can do more stuff.
You know, he said I could pocket the money and just do what I initially intended to do, or I could spend up the money and make it bigger and more. They've got like 3 game studios in different countries doing it.
See, no, I like them guys because
it seemed genuine. When people seem genuine, I like it. He seemed genuine. Plus, it looks like a kick-ass game. I don't like MMOs. Well, I haven't played them, so I can't really judge. But I just don't really feel them. But like you just described that to me then, that was the vibe I was getting watching the clip. It looks pretty sweet, but I don't have a PC that can run it.
It makes me want a PC more than any game.
Yeah.
It really does. Remember EVE Online? Remember that video? Did I send you a link to that video? Epic battle. It starts.
People taking time off work.
Yeah.
Fucking just leaving work.
Basically, what the premise were, you can have a look on YouTube for this. Go and check it out because it looks like nothing until it zooms right in. What happened was an area that was dominated by one clan. This is very fucking as much as I can remember. An area that was dominated by one clan. You have to keep paying money, which is a bit poor, but to maintain control over this area that you've taken over. Basically, I think paying that money just means that there's bots there that go, this is my territory.
Right.
People got wind that this guy's direct debit had failed. Right? So what then ensued was 2 warring factions coming to take this area off this other faction. So you had a 3-way fucking war of people's genuine money spaceships.
It's been a lot of money, like hundreds and hundreds, possibly thousands.
You had, I mean, I think it was like hundreds and hundreds of people were online at the time. You had to put more servers on and stuff, didn't you, in order to run this battle?
The people that were being attacked, and even, because it's like a clan, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big massive
And then
clan.
even the people that were attacking, they were all getting phone calls and texting each other.
Yeah.
Saying we're being attacked, or we need to get these guys because they've not paid the shit.
We can take it now. That area we've always wanted, we can take now.
And when you play this game, I mean, I haven't played it, but people get obsessive over things, don't they? And especially when you spend a few £100, you know what I mean?
Well, it's not only that. You could spend thousands of hours mining somewhere.
Your time,
right?
yeah.
And then you take all that goods that you've mined and you get in-game cash and you can modify your craft. And then EVE Online also has a first-person mode as well, which you can play on the PlayStation 4. With fighting square up. So what happened in the game is, like, if you watch the video of it, I mean, I think it's a time lapse. I think it's about 15 minutes long or something like that. It's panned really far out. There must be some guy in a ship just really, really far out, and you just see this crap, and then it zooms in on it, and you realise these massive space freighters with ships coming off it.
It's like Star Wars.
And every one of those ships is manned by an actual human being.
At a PC.
Flying around. And then, as the battle's going on, you have people warping, because obviously they were over in the universe going, no, I need to warp to this battle.
Get there quick.
And they go, whoosh, and they warp in. Massive, man.
And what they were doing, they were walking out of work.
Going home, logging in, going, right, I'm in
Quick.
such and such a section. Right, man, what's this? With their headsets on. Right, yeah, how's it going? Yeah, right, I'll warp. Right, amazing. I'll be mixing this Kool-Aid with the blood, cuz. Hey, I'm back. Sorry, that was some bad smack. Just kidding. Never mind.
Gavin Edgington, I don't know if it's still relevant, but it might be. I think he posted this about 19 hours ago. So I don't know. But Jet Set Radio and other Sega games are free on Steam.
Yes.
Right now, 19 hours ago. So I don't know if it's still relevant, but it might be. Quick, check. Jet Set Radio's cool.
Jet Set Radio's
The
brilliant.
music alone.
The music is fantastic. Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
And some other games, Sega games as well. And I think they're doing like. I think they've done this before, but I think they'll do another bundle. Apparently, the next bundle has Streets of Rage in or something. And I don't know. So I don't know why they're doing this, but it's free. Go. Get it. No, wait till we finish. Then go.
I feel as though they're trying to prep for a new console, you know. I really do.
They haven't got the fucking money in any means. They can't even sell our Sonic game anymore.
I think they are. I think they're fishing for potential. I think you might have like
Dreamcast 2.
possibly kickstarting a new console.
Oh, that's what they should just try. That they should just try it. They've nothing to lose. Kickstart it. Dreamcast 2. See how it goes. It costs them nothing.
Yeah.
You know, I think a lot of people would
Just
money.
buy it just because of the name.
So long as they called it a Dreamcast 2. If they called it
Exactly.
like Sega
Mega Drive 92.
Mega Drive 2 or something,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, they did Mega Drive.
Well, they did a
They
Mega
did
Drive
Mega Drive 2.
2.
Mega
It wasn't
Drive
really a
3.
Mega Drive 2 though.
No,
it
well,
was just a small Mega Drive.
It was just a smaller Mega Drive.
Liam Thornton, he's pre-ordered Fire Emblem.
Wow, that's our very own Show Me Games' very own Liam Thornton, I think.
Caravan Style Retro Reviews, check that shit out. Psh, West Side. Don't know why I said that. I'm actually cocky because Fetty Waps is here.
Very wapsy, yeah, show off.
Junior Hayes. What's up, blood?
That's it, blood.
Yeah, so yeah, I really fancy that game, but I can't afford these luxuries anymore,
No.
unfortunately. But I love Fire Emblem. Oh, it's great, especially these new ones. They look really good. I never know how to pronounce his name, but I'm just going to say Kiefer Bentley. He posted a cool game video. It was like an animated thing where this guy got his girlfriend bought him a NES.
Yeah. Oh,
Open
yeah,
NES,
no, it's brilliant.
and then it just disappeared. And then she got dragged into the game. Obviously, he'd been dragged into the game.
Yeah.
And then it turned into like a video game, but the hardest video game ever. It looked like.
Yeah, it was just showing her deaths.
Like a 2D one, and it was this girl who was real, but drawn in cartoon style, just trying to play this really hard game, just jumping 2D style, like avoiding lasers, jumping over bears, and getting attacked by wolves, dying all the time, and then
save her boyfriend.
just to save her boyfriend, and it all really disheartening. But
Yeah,
she was.
I commented on that. I
Oh,
said, like,
it was
best
cool.
girlfriend ever.
Yeah, and you're like, wow, high five. Psh, no, suck my dick.
Yeah, suck my balls.
Right, so what's next? Adam Hurd has had the Wii shop music in his head, if you remember that.
It just twinkles, isn't it?
I've got it here actually. It's for the Wii. Let's see, let's get this up. Because as soon as you hear it, you're like, oh yeah. And
Right.
now I've got it in my head. Again, I forgot about it. They do really addictive sort of tunes, don't they, Nintendo, when they want?
They're pricks like that.
Yeah, so when you've been on it for 20 minutes, it drives you fucking insane. So,
Yes!
yeah.
You remember this? There's something really good about it, and something really annoying, and it is after the 10 minutes, I think. It puts you in this strange sort of depression.
Yeah, it does.
It's really weird. Like, buy something now, or listen to this forever.
Yeah, so I think last time he had Beatles shop music
He
in
did,
his
yeah.
head. Yeah, which is another one like that.
Right. Dren.
Doran. Yeah, that's Ryan McInerney.
Which
Is
is
his
it?
human name.
Alright.
That's his dwarf name. Seriously, that's his dwarf name.
I want a dwarf name. Muju. Muju? Sounds like a cow.
Muju.
A Jewish cow. Muju.
Yeah, it goes, Moo Ivy.
Oh, he posted. Oh, this looks cool as fuck. ZX Spectrum, remember that?
Yeah, fuck. Oh, yeah, I think I know what you're going to say now, yeah.
And they released last
Vega,
year,
yeah.
the Vega, which was like a console version of
Yeah,
the
we
Spectrum.
played on it, didn't we, when we went to
We
Play
had-
Expo in Manchester?
We had 1,000 Spectrum games on. Unfortunately, it didn't have the loading sounds.
No.
Unless it was buried somewhere in the menus. But there's a portable version of that. Well, it's not yet, but it's being funded. It's doing alright.
It looks pretty cool.
It looks basically
actually,
sort of looks like a Vita sort of thing. You
I
know?
think that's the only way you're going to actually
Cool.
make them viable. Not that they're fucking great.
Yeah, it needs to be
anyway,
something quick in your hand. You don't want to hook it up to your TV, but you can hook this up to your TV if you want as
but-
well.
Yeah, a bit like a JXD.
Yeah. So you get 1,000 games. The thing is, you can play these Spectrum games for free on your PC anyway, like you can do with a lot of old games now. Some of it's a bit dodgy, but I don't think this one is. But it's just nice having that in your hands. It
Yeah.
looks cool, and nobody's gonna know what the fuck it is. So I kind of like that, having something weird. But I do want the loading sounds. He's basically a bit concerned because he doesn't know where to put the tapes
Well, obviously,
There seems to be a slot for the tapes.
It's going to be quite
It's
difficult.
baffling him.
I don't blame him. I'd be confused.
Getting your old Spectrum Tesco bag out full of fucking $2.99 tapes. Trying to put Dizzy into this fucking device. Not going to work.
No, never.
But it's just nice to have it.
It
You
looks-
can
it
probably
does
get these
look
on your
good.
phone, these games and stuff like that. But who cares? It's nice
Actually,
having
no.
the
It's more UK orientated as I see because it never went over to the States. It didn't sell.
Yeah,
over
it's
to the
definitely
States
a
very
UK
well.
thing,
Because
yeah.
while everybody else was playing the NES, we were playing Spectrum.
Yeah. That's what I didn't know what the fucking NES was. I didn't know
And
what
that
Mario
was I spoke to Liam about this and I said like, I think it was released later over here or something. He was like, no, it was released at the same time. But the problem was with the NES is it was only released in pharmacies, believe it or not, and it was
Really?
Mattel that's made a Nintendo, and then Nintendo made a Nintendo, and somebody else made a Nintendo, and only certain games worked on certain versions of the console.
Wow, right.
So it fucked the PAL market up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not like a lot of us bought them and went, no, this is shit. It's just, they only sold them in pharmacies. They didn't sell
My
them as
first
a toy.
experience of Mario was on a Spectrum, and it was the
A rip-off version.
you know, it's got the power block in the middle, and you just
Yeah, the proper Mario Brothers. As
yeah,
opposed to
Mario
Super
Brothers,
Mario,
not Super Mario Brothers. That one. That was my first experience with Mario. And then when I saw it on a NES, I'm like, oh, this is S. But the guy we were playing with he was one of them, kept taking the controller off.
Bit
going,
like me.
"No,
Nowadays.
hit that block." I'm like, oh, just fuck off. We're doing it on. Stephen Tunstall,
Oh, God, him.
Twitch whore. He posted his cool VR thing, Duck Hunt
Yeah.
VR,
Looks like it.
which is Duck Hunt, but he's cooler than that because
It's in VR.
you're in a room. There's a door. Side step to your left. Do you remember Nightmare?
Yeah.
Just went off. But you're in a room. I mean, it's a crappy looking room. It's sort of always like Minecraft sort of room. And you've got your not Wii Zapper, your NES Zapper, Nintendo Zapper, whatever the fuck it was called, in your VR hands, and you're sort of walking around that room, and it's just a room, and then you go into like a living room, and then you go into a door, and then you're in Duck Hunt land, shooting the duck. I didn't see the dog actually. He must be.
No, I've seen the dog. Yeah,
There's a
yeah,
dog
yeah.
there.
The dog's definitely in it.
Right, so the dog's in it, and but it looks sweet, doesn't it? Like,
It looks pretty cool.
It's just an interesting thing. I don't want to pay too much money for it.
I don't know if you've put it down there, but I saw this post by a guy called Adam Garstang,
All right.
and what it said was, if it looks like PT, and it smells like PT,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it sounds like PT,
Is it PT?
is it PT?
No, it isn't PT. But there's a game that looks like PT, and it looks fucking ace. It's
It-
not finished yet. It's
No.
like alpha, pre-alpha, or something. But whatever it is, it looks fucking sweet.
I think it's called Verge.
It's
Verge on
crowdfunded.
Kickstarter, yeah.
No, I didn't write it down because I don't
Yeah.
like to write too much
Well, you
down
don't wanna-
about myself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Sounds
but,
a bit self-serving.
but no, it looked mint.
It looks fucking
And
amazing.
I want to
Did
play
you watch
that.
it?
Yeah, I watched it all. Yeah.
When it's in the cupboard.
Oh, fuck off!
Imagine PT, but you're in a cupboard. The door's locked.
Fuck off!
There's a doll there,
There's a
And
couple
balls
at the
and shit.
moment. I can't remember.
and you
what
hear a
the-
noise.
There's a couple. There's that one. I want to play in VR.
Yeah.
Because I think it'll scare the shit out
I'll
of me.
die.
Yeah. And there is another one which is based in UK, and it's in a house in the UK. And as
Oh,
soon as I
right.
saw the house, I thought, oh, it's like it's UK. Can't remember what it's called now. I think it's like For Whom the Bell Tolls or some shit like that. But I'll find a link and I'll post that in the comments of your post because it's in keeping with that. There's no point me wasting people's time. But yeah, that looks. They both look really good.
Anything like that just looks cool, and it's such a simple concept, and it's just how to scare people. You don't
I
have
mean,
to be running around pressing
it
buttons.
is jump scares, but if you're playing that in VR,
Yeah,
you're invested.
and it's not like before people saw PT. It's not like anybody really did that. Let's just make a walking sim that's shit scary in a way, I suppose.
It is that. I mean, the thing is like people bang on about the graphics of PT. The graphics of PT are fantastic. The graphics of that thing that you showed were fantastic. The reason why is because you had no interaction with it. Many
Yeah.
years ago,
Oh, God, yeah.
when we had 360 and we had the
It's just a corridor, isn't it, PT?
the second, I think it might have been second or the third Fight Night boxing game.
Yeah, yeah.
We had a look in the background and we're like, wow, this looks mint. And you made a good point. You went, yeah, but it's not having to animate anything. It's
No.
only animating stuff that's in that in that
Yeah.
box. Now nowadays with PT and stuff like that, you're not animating anything, you're not interacting with anything.
No.
It just an audio sound or a door opens is very minimum, because when you're in the cupboard in that game,
Yeah.
he zooms in at some clothes and I thought, is it gonna
Is someone going to come
open
behind?
it?
Yeah.
And then it's like, no, it's very distinctive. Everything is just a texture.
Mm.
It's just one big texture.
It's almost like,
so-
I mean, Resi did a lot more in it, but they were frozen
Yeah.
backgrounds,
They
weren't
were frozen
you know,
backgrounds,
like-
which what made the
But it
graphics
was
look
good.
amazing
Yeah,
at
but it
the
was
time.
still good,
But
especially
yes.
on the GameCube.
So
it was good.
that's the modern day equivalent.
Yeah, it's the modern day
So
equivalent.
so
of
it looks
Resi, yeah.
amazing and stunning. If you can start moving shit around in it and it look that good, you'd be like, hang on a minute, fucking.
Yeah, on
But
a
it's
technical
enough.
level, they
But-
can do it, but that's
But
enough.
it's
It
enough
doesn't
to
matter.
scare you,
It doesn't
especially
matter.
if you've got your VR capability with that. You're just going to be all over that shy. Division Open Beta coming Thursday the 19th.
Wicked.
There we go. Voice of the people. You the people. Abraham Lincoln wouldn't let you say that, would he?
But we will.
But we will, because we're British and we weren't a twat to you people.
Probably
Just
were somewhere, no doubt. Right, Aaron Hughes is, don't know who the fuck he is, done a review on her story. Also, this, what is this? I tried it, but I had to sign in. Midnight
Midnight Mew.
Is it Mew? Right.
Midnight Mew.
Midnight Mew.
I work at a company and I have been put in charge of the website of that company because they saw my website and I saw their website and I said, I've only been running the website since October. You paid $4,000 for this website. I can do better.
Can I have £2,000, please?
Since they've done that, they put me in control of that. So now me and the IT guy at work, we talk about things and stuff. And he has a look at my website and then he says, like, maybe you could do this, maybe you could do that. And I'm like, oh yeah, fair enough. Well, that guy then told me that he has a game.
Right.
I said, you do realise,
Yeah.
you do realise
Show me games.
that we sort of do a thing about games of all genres. And he says, right, well, Midnight Mew originally was a Spectrum game. Taking it back to that, it was originally a Spectrum game.
Yeah.
It was made by a guy up here in North.
In
Unfortunately,
North?
the guy passed away in 2014.
Steak pudding, chips, peas and gravy.
And gravy. What it is it's a real-time... I say real-time...
I'm very sorry that he passed away in 2014. I just said something completely irrelevant.
No, this guy
Well,
was...
let's be honest, steak pudding, chips, peas and gravy.
The guy that originally made the game, the guy that works with me and somebody else have been maintaining it for a while, and then what's happened is the guy passed away and it was left mainly to be this guy that... I don't want to say his name because he doesn't like a little bit of publicity. I've been saying you should
He's
get
like
a bit
being
of
earnest,
publicity.
he's very...
He doesn't like too much publicity, but please go and check out midnightmew.com. And what it is it's basically like a chess game. It's a strategy war game that you can play 8v8.
Right.
And how it works is we're in, like, say me versus you.
Yeah.
You have a full day cycle in order for you to go through doing your moves, scouting my army, looking around, doing this kind of thing, right? So let's say it's your move. Let's say you've done half of your moves. I still have to wait until you've finished your full day cycle. So it's turn-based in real time. So once you finish your move, if it takes you 3 weeks, it takes you 3 weeks. Unfortunately, that means I have to wait 3 fucking weeks.
Right.
To make
A bit like chess,
right?
if I didn't make the move,
If
then...
you didn't make a move, you don't make a move. Now the thing is there's some games on there that they're changing, which are going to be time limit based. So if you haven't made your move within like a day or 2 days, because obviously people have life, so life happens and it gets in the way sometimes. So there was
Who are these people?
there's a really nice community on there that will help you learn how to play the game. It's been going for over 30 years as this game, if you include the Spectrum thing.
And all that, right?
The guy that I work with is actually currently trying to up-res it so it works more on phones. He's changing all the art style and stuff like that, just so it's bigger fonts. It's actually quite... It's one of those that's kind of... It is like chess, whereas once you know your basic steps... Once you know your basic steps,
like turn-based
you can
games.
play.
I don't like signing in to play something.
No, you have to sign in because unfortunately
Which is why I didn't play it.
Yeah, that's how it is. You don't
Right.
because
now that I know that you know the guy, I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's all right. Well, if you check it out, I'll check it out. We'll have a match against each other.
I will sign in.
But yeah, check out Midnight Mute. It's free to join. The actual community is really sound. If you're stuck with anything, there's a forum group in there, so you can go, how do I do this? What do I do? And there's people on there that are still active to this day that will open up another game with you. And then talk to you while you're playing the game. So they'll be like, right, okay, well, it'll be private messages, so you'll have to like, oh, he sent that. So what he'll do is he'll explain, he'll go, right, on this move now, what you're probably best off doing in a normal match would be, you do this kind of thing, you do this kind of thing. These
some
are your
pro
options.
tips.
And they give you pro tips and stuff, because they ultimately want new members in order
they want
so
to be
they've got
happy and
fresh
enjoy
meat.
it. Yeah.
And they don't want to just beast you, because that doesn't make them feel good.
It's a bit shit in it when you get
like
swatted all the time. It's like playing Call of Duty online.
Well, it's like a chess
never playing
master
it.
coming over to you and going, come on, let's play it, and making them feel good all the time because they beat you. Because eventually they're going to get bored of beating you.
I am
You're
a
gonna
chess
get-
master.
You're going to get sick of it. Well, of course.
And
yeah.
I'm sorry for beating you all the time.
You playing me and beating me all the time. So yeah, Midnight Mew, check that shit out.
Check that out.
Check that out.
Jack Taylor has finally admitted to being
Gay.
that and an amiibo holic, as he
he
puts it.
definitely is.
He's got mental with the amiibos. He's got a Ryu one or a Ryu or whatever you want to call it,
Rue.
or a Yoshi. No, that's something else. So he's got that and a stand for it as well. They are quite addictive, I can imagine. I mean, I've only got a couple, but I see them and I do want Ryu.
He looks cool.
He
as
looks
fuck.
cool, and there
He
is.
does
I want
look really
8-bit Mario, and I want Woolly Yoshi. And I'm scared that when I get one,
Something better's going to come out.
no, because it'll just be there cute. But then I want another one, and then I'll get crazy, and then I'll have a house just full of them. I'll be swimming in them, which will make me happy. But I'll be skint, and I've no house, so I'll be swimming in the streets.
As you do.
Chris Finn.
Chris.
So it looks like he's been playing Black Ops 3, and he says it's foodboard, whatever that means.
Hey, it's fucked up beyond all recognition.
Beyond recognition. But he is playing the PlayStation 3 version for some reason. I have no idea where anybody would do that.
I don't know why. Yeah. So if you're going to play an online game, you play the Xbox version, don't you? The one that actually has working online capabilities.
Kenny Haslam.
Hello.
He posted a couple of pictures. I don't know what one of them is. They were Dreamcast games, and he seemed quite excited about it.
Yes.
One of them was Half-Life, which I don't... Did you say it wasn't released for the Dreamcast?
It was released for the Dreamcast,
Well,
yeah.
briefly or something like
No,
that.
it was one game that I always wanted to play on the Dreamcast. I got rid of mine.
Not in the
before-
UK, but he had a PAL version. I don't
No,
know.
it did get released in the UK.
Someone was saying in the comments, I don't know.
No, it did get released in the UK.
It did get released in the UK.
It was difficult to get hold of because it didn't have wide game and stuff like that. They didn't release it to retailers like that. They were fucking stupid. There was an exclusive mode in it as well called Barney's Tale or something, which was or Blue Streak it might have been called. I'm not too sure. Where you play as the one of the security guards. It was the side story.
Okay. So it's quite a nice little one to have in your
Oh,
collection.
most definitely. Yeah.
Dreamcast
Unfortunately, I didn't have Dreamcast when it finally came out, and yeah.
And then this one, I have no fucking idea what this is. The Typing of the Dead.
Typing of the Dead. If you had the keyboard for the Dreamcast, you can play the Typing of the Dead, and how it works is a word pops up while House of the Dead 2 is being played, and you type that.
I thought you'd have
and
something to do with House of the Dead.
And it's a typing, not a typing emulator, but a typing tutorial software.
I figured it might be that, and
Yeah.
so tied in with that. Yeah, that's what it looks like on the image. I thought this isn't House of the Dead. This is something to do with typing, but it feels like it must be because it was only the CD cover sort of thing.
Yeah, the typing.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
The Dreamcast was amazing. It was the first
Ahead of its time.
First console that
Ahead of
had
its time.
proper full internet on it. It was the first console. First time I ever went properly on the internet was the Dreamcast. And the first thing I looked at was militia porn. But that was nothing to do with me. I really didn't type that in. It was a
preset thing.
It was a
wasn't
a family friend went, "Can you go on the internet?" I'm like, yeah, with Dreamcast apparently you can get on the internet. Yeah, look it up. I'm like, all right, fair enough. And he went, check this out. And all they showed me, right, was tits. Not proper hardcore like this shit's illegal in several countries. Just tits.
Tits.
Right. Anyway, look at that. I thought, yeah.
The internet's not for me.
Not for me. If that's all you've got to show.
Right, finally, Lewis Waddington. So talking about Street Fighter 5, which I mentioned earlier, being folks, as all new games are.
Yep.
So that's what will be at the tournament at the Batcave.
The retro games at the Batcave will be, as far as I'm aware at the moment, will be Street Fighter 5 will be the live stream tournament, and there would be a score attack. I think will be on. Oh shit! I'm gonna die by this now. Oh, he's gone.
Stuck to the
will be Resogun, if I remember correctly.
Oh,
PlayStation 4,
Sweet.
which will be a score attack. So yes, are we done?
That is fucking that.
That is Ramble On every fucking week. 49 weeks. Let me tell you now. Let me tell you something. 49 weeks in.
Probably shouldn't do it. Impressions of Savile.
That was oh shit, yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah, 49 weeks in here. Ultimately special. Yeah.
we'll find out. He's a pedo tomorrow.
Yeah,
or
probably
something.
will. Yeah. He died. Well, no, I'll leave that.
We always go too far.
Too far.
Every time. Anyway, thanks for watching.
You know what you're watching.
Liking, subscribing, all that good shit. We'll see you next week. Episode 50.
Anything
50.
special planned for the year? Yeah, I'm going to play the first game that we did on the very first episode. We're going to play golf.
Golf. I think we should do it from your house as well.
Yeah.
Because we first did it at his house. Level 69, Show Me Games Towers.
Yes.
The penthouse.
The penthouse. The pentagram. Yes. Yeah, we'll do it there. That's what we're going to do for New Year,
So we're
New
gonna-
Year one, and then things might change a little bit.
And as far as anything special, I don't know.
No.
Probably just
Probably
usual.
not.
I don't know.
Probably not.
It's hard work.
It is hard work. It's considerable hard work. So, thank you very much.
I buy a balloon. And a party blower.
Let's carry on still there. Let's do an Ariane. Goodbye.